Hey guys, Fierce Technology. What I have here is my iPhone 6 Plus, and I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks which will work for the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus and possibly even the iPhone 5S as long as you're up to date. But for the most part, iPhone 6 and 6 Plus tips and tricks, here we go. Now, if you notice you're running low on battery, what you want to do to preserve your battery is turn your phone into a grayscale. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap on Settings, you're going to go down to General, Accessibility, and grayscale. Now if you switch that on, if we actually go back out to your home screen, you can see that the color inside of the iPhone is all completely gone. So what that do, it'll actually save your battery life so that it doesn't opaque all those colors and all that out of there. And it'll also kind of looks cool kind of too, right? So if we go back in, we select grayscale again, you can shut that back off, and then you've got your nice colorful screen again. The next tip I'm going to show you is how you can control how your battery is being used and also see the exact percentage of how your battery is being used. So first thing you're going to do is go Settings. We're going to go down to General, and we're going to go Usage. Now the first thing I was going to tell you is how to turn your battery percentage on. I think Apple should just have this on outside of the box. I don't know why they don't, but if you switch battery percentage, you can see right up in the corner now, you can see my battery percentage shows. Now if you actually tap on battery usage and you kind of let that load for a second, it's going to actually tell you where all your battery is being used out of. So you can see I play this golf mobile game a lot, so you can see it's taking 63% of my battery life. Facebook, home screen, WhatsApp, all that other stuff is all taking my other battery life. It also tells you your usage, standby, and all that. The next tip I'm going to show you has to do with the Notes application, which is built into your iPhone. If you tap on your Notes, and when you enter in a note, you used to just be able to write text, but there's a cool new feature that they've put into iOS 8. So if we actually hold down and we go Insert Photo, we can actually put a picture inside. So here I'll select a picture of a Ferrari here. We'll go Choose, and now I can actually have that picture within my Notes section. So it's a pretty cool, handy little feature. All right, the next tip I'm going to show you is how you can actually reply to messages right from your lock screen right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send myself a little message right here. I'll wait for that to come in. There we go, test. So what you can actually do is if you swipe towards the left, and you'll see that little reply icon right there, just tap on reply and just go type whatever message and tap send, and there you go, you've sent that message away. You don't even have to unlock your screen. It's a really cool, handy little feature. And the next tip I'm going to show you is how to invert the colors of your phone, and so you can make your phone kind of look like a negative screen. So we'll go Settings, General, Accessibility, and we go Invert Colors. And now you can see it changes the whole menu color. Everything that was white is now black. And if we even go back out of this, you can see the menu looks really cool, really different. And we go right back out and you can see all the inversion of colors there. It does look really cool at nighttime. So if you're outside at night using your phone, and if you invert your colors, it kind of gives it a cool look to your phone. So definitely something cool to play around with. Maybe not something you want to use on an everyday basis, but at least it's cool that you know you can do it. If we go Settings, General, Accessibility, and turn invert colors back off, and then you're back to your normal screen again. There you are. And the next tip I'm going to show you has to do with the control center. So if we actually go into Settings, Control Center, and then Access on Lock Screen or Access within Apps, we're going to go with the Access on Lock Screens. Now if we actually turn that off and then we go back out and we lock the screen down, and if we actually swipe up, there's no access to your control center. This is a great security feature. The reason why is if you lose your phone, people can't shut your internet connection on and off, so you can still track your phone. So I'd highly recommend leaving that turned off so you don't access it within the lock screen. So I'll go back out again and just show you again. So it's just Settings, Control Center, and Access on Lock Screen. You probably want to shut that off, and then you've got way better security on your phone, so you can't access your control center here. You do still have access to your camera though, so if we swipe up, the camera will still open, you can still take pictures, and there I am. As you know, the iPhone does have a great camera and it's great for video recording. So if we actually go into camera and we go on to video, your iPhone will actually record at 30 frames per second. Now 30 frames per second is really good quality at 1080p, but what you can actually do is record it at 60 frames per second, so your video is going to be a lot more smoother, a lot more crisp. So if we go back out and we go into settings, and we scroll all the way down to photos and camera. And now we go down and you can see record video at 60 frames per second. If we actually turn that on now, and we'll actually also show you grid. If we tap grid, grid is a really cool feature as well, and I'll show you that as well. We'll go back into your camera, and now you can see it says 60 frames per second. So your much smoother video, much better photo quality. And also if we scroll over to photo, we've got that grid, and that grid is really helpful to help you align photos and make photos look a lot straighter. So two handy little features within your camera section. Keep that 60 frames per second on. Keep in mind though that it does take up more space inside of your phone. So if you have a 16GB phone, you're recording a lot of video, I'd probably say turn that off, because otherwise you're going to use up a lot of your memory. But if you've got enough space in your phone, definitely keep that 60 frames per second turned on. And the next step I'm going to show you has to do with your browser. So really cool feature what you can do within your browser is, let's actually search something. So supercars, and we'll click on a link right there. And what you can do, you can scroll through, and if you really want to get to the top again, I know sometimes you get really low down on your screen. If you actually tap the top bar, or more or less tap where it says the time, that will actually jump you right back to the top, so you don't have to continually scroll up and down from top to bottom. Another really cool feature within the browser as well is if you actually just go like that from one side to the other, you can actually go back and forth from other pages that you've been at. So it's just a super easy way to go back and forth from pages rather than having to go down all the time and press that little button. It just makes scrolling through pages much easier and much faster to do. This will actually also work within your settings menu. So if you actually just scroll back just like that, it's easier, so you don't have to always go to the top of where you are to scroll back. You can just swipe just like that. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up volume 1 of tips and tricks for your iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. Stay tuned for volume 2, check out the links below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.